Hi guys, Carina Gardner here, and today I'm going to show you how to put together my tiny Halloween village. This is available in my Silhouette shop. You can find the link right there at the bottom of your screen. So I'm going to show you how to put together all the individual pieces. There are 6 teeny tiny little houses that go in this. We also have this really cool piece that you can put down in the bottom so that you can make this a table runner, or you can put it on your mantle, something fun. And we have these tree silhouettes that you can put on as well. Look how darling this is. So we have this really cute little haunted mansion with a pumpkin on it. We have a gravestone or a graveyard right here. We have a candy house, a little candy corn kind of house. A little fun haunted mansion here with some ghosts on it. We have a great little pumpkin house that's darling, and then a little bat house. And here's the great thing, you guys know I have lots of village pieces for all the holidays, so you can mix this set in with the previous Halloween pieces that we already have. And we have lots that are much bigger and more intricate, and these are really sweet and little, and you can add that to your entire set. So let's get started on that now. Okay guys, so let's first start with the bat house. You can see that we have glued all the pieces to this once you've cut it out. And this is pretty simple at that point. You're just folding it in place. You're gonna see, for the sake of time, I'm not gluing anything today. I just wanna show you how to put it together. So you're just folding it into place like this, and then you're going to just glue up the edges and the side. You can see how easy that comes together. And then you do have a little tab right here at the top that once it's glued together, let me get this together for you can glue this little top piece. Don't worry that you don't have tabs on either side of this roof, because what's going to happen is you're going to glue this roof. And you can see I've just double glued it and then finger pressed up the edges. You're going to glue the roof right to the top of that, okay? So that's pretty easy in terms of putting it together. It's like a box. Now with these bat pieces, these are kind of like the bat chimney pieces. What you're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way, is I'm going to fold the tabs forward after you've glued the bats together, and I want you to glue these bats back to front. Does that make sense? And then once you glue it, or once you pull it, the tabs are both out and you can glue it just like that. Look how easy that is. And it turns out darling. Here, I'm just going to pull back in so you can see. Got a tree in the way, but you can see that it's just glued on there like a little chimney. Okay, so that's the bat house. Pretty simple, okay? All right, let's take a quick look at the candy corn house. Okay, this one is also simple. You can see we've glued all of the accessories on. Once again, you're just folding all of these little score lines, folding up. And once you have gotten them all folded, you can just glue it into place. Look how easy that comes together. It's a quick little cottage. And then once it's glued together, I'm going to show you the little door on that. You're just gluing this roof right on top of each other. Now, so you can see that I've colored them like the candy corn, and then you're going to do a cute little top. And this is done exactly the same way as that bat house. You're just gluing together back and front those candy corn pieces and then making those flaps go out and gluing it to the top. Okay, so candy corn cottage, super easy. All right, let's take a quick look at, because it's built similarly, our cute little grave area. Okay, so this grave area is actually really simple to make. You've got little tabs you can see under here that I've placed with the graves. So you're just sliding them into those slots and gluing them down, and then they should stand right up for you. So this is the front of the grave area. Once again, to build the house, you're just folding it all in place. And I don't think I mentioned this, but all of these pieces are set up so that they will fit on a portrait. So 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. Okay, so once you've folded that, all you're going to do is, once again, glue it all together. Oops, fold that end. You can see how fast that comes together. glue down the roof pieces. Okay, easy peasy, right? Glue that together, and then you're going to add your roof, glue that on, and then this is set up so that it matches up exactly. So you can glue right to the bottom of this so that your grave area is in the front of that house. So that's pretty easy. All right. Let's see, here is a little more complicated of a house. This is the little haunted house. It has a couple of pieces that you might have questions about. So the main area is pretty simple, right? Boxed. Once you've glued on all of the accessories, it's just gonna box and come together like this, okay? Now one of the problems is you can see it doesn't have a roof area. So you're gonna cut out, there's a craft area that's really great. And you are just going to fold it in place like kind of triangles here, like the top of the roof. Fold down all of your edges like this, and it should fit beautifully. So like if you, once you've glued together all of the rest of this, it should fit very beautifully right here on the edges of the house, okay? So once it all comes together, it'll all be just like a little box area, okay? So I'm not gonna glue that in, clearly. So this is the roof area, and it will fit right over that area. So you're just gonna fold down all of these pieces. This one's fun because technically you could also not put on the roof if you didn't want, and you could just fill it with candy or do something else fun like that. So here is the top of the roof. Okay, look at that. So this is just gonna fit right over this once it is glued into place on this. Okay, so that's really, it's actually really simple to put together. So this is the one area you might have questions about, okay? And you can put this on while it's flat even, but you're just gonna fold this in half and then push down the score lines area for this little tabbed piece. And then all you're going to do is over the little door area, glue this down like this, okay? So it becomes this little sweet area for the door. It just makes it stand out a little bit. And you're gonna do that on both sides, okay? So once you have put this together, this is actually really easy. It's just putting on the top of the roof area, and put this on last. Put that spiky roof part on last. Okay, so last but not least, we have the ghostly mansion. Oh, I'm lying. This is not last but least. This is the ghostly mansion. So you're just going to fold this one in half like this, and you can see it's missing all of its edges. So you're going to have to fold down all of this. This can be a little bit of folding for you. But these tabs, once you've tabbed down either side, it's gonna work out beautifully. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing, but you're just gonna fold down that whole side. It's gonna work out beautifully for this. So this one gets a little tricky. You're probably gonna be like, wait, where does that go? Just follow your little fold lines. And I just like fold them whichever way, and then you're going to figure out which side this goes on. I think this is the longer of the two sides. I could be wrong. We're gonna try it. And then you're going to lay down this piece in the center, and then, sorry, it's wrangling it. So you would glue it down like this. You would fold these up, and then you just glue this along all the edges, if that makes sense. So you would glue it under here, and then glue it around. And there's a chance this one actually is the one that fits on there. But you're gonna see, once you're gluing it, it comes together pretty simple, pretty easily. You're just sort of figuring out. So I think this is the other side. So you're gonna glue it like this. And once these tabs are all up, then you're just gluing it. Glue it here, and then fold out your piece that fits right under there. You can see there's like even a little tab for underneath these little tower areas. So once you've glued that in, you're just gluing that here and then gluing around. So it'll all very easily come together with these two pieces. You're just following them around. And the way you know which piece goes to which is this long piece. So this tab piece you can tell because it's slight sheared in. But this piece is longer, so it goes on this longer edge, and then this piece is shorter, so it'll go on the shorter edge. And you just start it, work your way around, and it will glue into place. And then I usually add these little ghost guys right at the end on these on the outside. So it's actually not hard, it just takes a little bit of maneuvering. Okay, so that's your ghostly haunted house. And last but not least, finally, is our little pumpkin house. So this is actually really easy to put together. It's a little hexagon box, and this has a lid on it, so technically you could put candy in it. But here's the lid, and with the lid you're just using your score lines to fold it all into place, and then you're gonna glue it like this. And you can see that it already comes together pretty quickly, but it becomes the lid. And then to make your stem, you're just going to roll up. You can see it's just tiny rolling, your one little rectangle. And then I usually just dump a bunch of glue right in the edge of the circle, and then you're just gonna stuff it right in. You can see I'm gonna have to roll mine up even tighter. And you can even cut it down if you don't feel like you can roll it up tight enough. This gives you a little more dimension, which is really nice. All right, I'm not gonna stuff it right in right now. But you get the idea. So once you get it up and glued in, like just throw a little hot glue right in the center and then stuff it right in, then you can add these leaves, which have a score line in the center. So you're just going to do it just like that and then glue it into place. Okay, so that's the lid, pretty simple. And then here is the box area, which is the bottom area, and you're just folding it all up and gluing those tabs into place, and it will come together quick as can be, just like that. See how it's like really quickly already, like if I push it all up like that, it just wants to become a box. Okay, so finally I just want to show you really quick these trees. These trees are great with a number of things. You can see I've put a full tab on it with a score line, and all you have to do is glue those right down. And then there is a table runner piece. I'm just going to pull this here so you can see it. It's set up into sections. You can see where it's closed, and there's a tabbed end. You can see it even here because I've left it. A tabbed end to glue them together. And you can use this for a number of things, but this is great for like a little mantelpiece or on your table. And so you can see that I've just glued this tree down to this area. And that's how you put together our tiny Halloween village. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a great time making this, and it's a really fun piece at your house. See you later.